Sue, do you want me to close up for the night?
Sure, sweetie, that'll be fine. See you tomorrow. Hey, Nancy. Right on time as usual.
Good morning, Brenda Sue.
Just park it over there at my table and I'll be right with you. That was just horrible what happened to that family.
I know. It was so sad. That little girl left alone and burned all over like that. It just breaks my heart.
There just isn't any justice. I will never understand why good folks like that have to suffer. I'll be right with you. There, another masterpiece. Now, I gotta go. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Brenda Sue. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, honey. The usual? Or want to take a step out on the wild side and try something new?
Oh, Brenda Sue, you know I have never been on the wild side, and it's not likely that I'm going to go there now. So just the regular, please.
Okay. Well, I guess everyone by now has heard about the stewards.
Well, I guess not everyone, Brenda Sue.
Where have you been, girl? Did you not hear about the fire last night?
Well, I heard something on the news while I was fixing the children's breakfast, but I'm not sure.
Well, it's tragic, just tragic. Sometime in the night, their house goes up in flames. Kills the whole family. Dick, Angela, their 2 teenage sons. The only one that made it out was Sissy, their 9-year-old. She's burned real bad. And if she lives, what is she gonna do? There's no other family that anyone knows of. Who's gonna take care of her? She probably would have been better off dying with the rest of the family.
Brenda Sue, how could you say such a thing? You know, I know it's really hard for us to understand, but I'm sure God has a plan for that little girl. I'm sure He has His reasons for what happened.
Now don't start that up, Nancy. That's the same answer all you Christians give anytime something like this happens. Besides, you know I don't believe in God.
Brenda Sue, why do you say that? Well, we went to church for years together, you and Jim and...
Yes, I was raised to believe in God, but you know, I don't think I ever really did. After all those beatings I took from Jim, he was supposed to be a Christian. Left me for that young thing at the diner, and all I had to show for 20 years of marriage were bruises and scars. And Jimmy Jr., I miss him something terrible.
I'm sure God had His reasons.
No good reason, if there was a God, and there most certainly is not. I'll be right back. And another thing. If there were a God, then why would he take the one thing in the world that meant the most to me? He wasn't supposed to die. Tell me, if there is a God, where was he then? God doesn't exist.
I just don't know, Brenda Sue.
And look at you. I've known you ever since we were in grade school. You were always the popular girl. Cheerleader, prom queen. And now look at you. Can't hardly get around anymore because of that MS. And you lost your job because of it.
Now, Brenda Sue, that is just not fair.
Nancy, I don't mean to be cruel, but all you have to do is go out into the street to see that God doesn't exist. If God exists, then would there be so many sick and suffering people? Would there be so many abandoned and abused children? If God existed, there wouldn't be so much suffering and pain. My goodness, just look at all the news shows on TV. War, disease, terrorism. Tell me, if that doesn't testify that there is no God, I don't know what does. Here, put your hands in here and dry your nails.
When I was a small girl, I believed that the world was a safe and secure place for me. But as the years went by, the trusting girl inside died as she faced cruel reality. Oh, the pain I felt has somehow made me cold. Oh God, I need your healing touch upon my soul. Embrace the child, still hurting in my past. Help me see I can be free to love and for deep inside I've been longing for what I could have been. Please heal my heart and give me childlike faith again.
You all right, girl?
Sure.
Girl, I thought we'd lost you.
No, I was just thinking.
About God?
I don't know, Brenda Sue. Do you really believe there's no God?
I just can't imagine a loving God letting all these things happen. But look on the bright side. You have the prettiest nails this side of the Mississippi. And God didn't do that. I did.
You did a great job as usual. Thank you, Brenda Sue. Oh, I know I believe in you, Father, but what should I have said? Brenda Sue, there is some good in this world. Where do you think that comes from?
Luck of the gene pool, I guess. You're either born with it or you're born without it. It's all part of something called natural selection. I've read all sorts of books and they all say there is no God. Oh, Nancy. Just forget all this. You know I can be such a big mouth sometimes.
Brenda? Brenda Sue, come here. Brenda Sue, beauticians don't exist.
What did you say?
I said beauticians do not exist. And therefore, you, Brenda Sue, you don't exist. You're just a figment of my imagination. And you didn't just do my nails. I just looked down, and there they were, all done nice and pretty, all by themselves. How lucky.
Have you lost your mind, girl? What are you talking about? I'm here. I just did your nails. And I'm a beautician.
No, beauticians don't exist. Because if they did, then there wouldn't be any dirty people with scraggly hair and unkempt hair like that girl over there on the street.
Now listen, Nancy, beauticians do exist. The problem is people like that don't have any money or anything of value. So they don't think they can come in.
Well, in that case, if she did come in with no money to give you, but she needed your help, would you help her?
Well, of course.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. People don't go to God because they don't think that they have enough money or anything of any value or that they're not good enough. Why, some people don't even bother looking for him, and then they just write him off as not existing. Yes, Brenda Sue, there is a lot of pain and suffering in the world, but that doesn't mean that there's not a loving and caring God. God is not the problem, we are. God is the solution. And you know, it makes me wonder, Brenda Sue, if I really believe in God, then shouldn't more people see God in me? You know, you need to start reading some different books. And I suggest that you start with this one.
To my best friend, Nancy. Never stop believing. Love, Brenda Sue, 1985. It's okay. Don't be afraid. It's all right. Has anyone ever told you you have pretty hair? Well, you most certainly do. Come on, I want to do something special for you.
Why would you do anything for me? I have nothing. No money, nothing.
That doesn't matter. You see, I'm a beautician, and I exist to do this for you. All you have to do is come.
When I was a small girl, I believed that the world was a safe and secure place for me. But as the years went by, the trusting girl inside died as she faced cruel reality. Oh, the pain I felt has somehow made me cold. Oh God, I need your healing Give me childlike faith again.